So I have a confession to make. I am prone to feeling bitter about the successes that elude me, rather than being grateful for the blessings that I already have and the journey that I'm still fortunate enough to be traveling. As the old platitude goes, those who try the most fail the most, and frankly, I have failed quite a bit. When I was working at my day job full time, I would often sulk that while I was working hard, I wasn't accomplishing enough. And when I started writing my book, I convinced myself that, well, if only I would finish this book, if I only I would finish writing this book, then I would feel like a success. Then I finished, and yes, I felt accomplished, but I still didn't feel successful. And so I thought I would feel successful once I finally became published. And then after a long, frustrating time, I was finally published. And I even started a YouTube channel right here to try my hand at marketing my own book. And then I became discouraged because I had failed to attract a following on my YouTube channel. I did get one video up to almost 15,000 views, but it was mostly hate watchers, of course. People who just had nasty things to say about me. Consistent criticism in the comment section of that video was that I was not immediately great at this thing that I had just started out doing and was still trying to figure out. I was still learning quite a bit. Go figure. You know, I mean, who would have thought that something that I just started doing I wouldn't be immediately great at? I'm sorry, I'm not a YouTube prodigy, but then anyway, so when my attempt at marketing failed to meet expectations, and because I wasn't selling as many books as I had hoped, uh, this thing that I had worked on for over 4 years, I became discouraged at the small amount of success that I had achieved and found, and I became ungrateful for the inconceivable blessings that God had already given me. Now, as time has gone on, I still have moments when I feel like I've failed or I'm still failing because I'm not successful enough or accomplished enough. And I can still get so caught up in this vague, ambiguous destination of success, even though I'm not entirely sure what that looks like, that I forget to learn the lessons that the journey is meant to teach me. There is no fast track to the destination that we want, nor should there be. Now, anyone who's ever grown a garden knows that you can't hurry your plants along, right? If you try to impatiently rush the process with too much water or too much sunlight, the result is not going to be healthy crops, all right? And the harvest is not going to be a good one. It is so important that we learn the lessons that hardship and adversity have to teach us, that we develop character. I mean, without character, after all, no amount of success can be achieved without giving way to self-conceit. Now, as James 1:2-4 tells us, count it all joy, my brothers, when you face trials of various kinds, for you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. And let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing. We need the hardships and adversity to mold us into what we need to be. We should not convince ourselves that success is purely a reward. It has tests of its own. When was it that King David of the Bible, a man after God's own heart, became an adulterer and a murderer? It was not when he was working the fields as a shepherd, nor was it when he was fighting against the Philistines, or when he was on the run for his life from King Saul. No, his fall came after he had made it to great heights, when his goal of being king had materialized. His weakness showed when he had become comfortable in his castle. Life is not as linear as we would like it to be. It is not work hard, be successful, happy ending. Okay, there is no paradise on this earth, whether we have plenty or next to nothing. It does not exist in this broken world. Our circumstances might change, for the better, for the worse, or not at all. But our circumstances are not the point. The journey is, our purpose is, and our journey and purpose are endless. There is no finish line in this life. As long as we're here on this earth, there is no finish line. No matter what success I do or do not have, I am not done. If I succeed beyond my wildest dreams, I am still not done. If I fall flat on my face and am humiliated for all to see, a distinct possibility, by the way, then I am still not done. I have not achieved true success. I have not crossed the finish line until I see heaven and until I hear the words, "Well done, good and faithful servant." and I do look forward to hearing that. But until such a time, success or not, the work is not finished. We all still have a purpose.